Hey everyone, Michelle here, the Brave Homeschooling Mama. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all the reading games that I have for Gameschooling. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been sharing with you all the games that I have that I'm using for Gameschooling, especially with my younger child. He's in first grade. I already shared the games that I have for science, geography. I share the games and share the games for math. So I'll make sure that I post those either in the cards on top or put them at the end so you can see all the games that we have that we've been using for Gameschooling in our homeschool. Today I'm going to be sharing the games that I have for reading. I don't have as many games for reading as I would like, so I will keep adding. I add as I go, and if there are things on sale on Amazon, I'll grab them, or if I see something at the store. But I want to share, I want to let you know what grade levels they will be good for. I use them mostly when I've been using with my younger kid, but I also have used them with my older child. We will play games. Sometimes she doesn't like to play games too much, so sometimes we'll play some games, but it's not as much as I do with my younger child. So here the first game that I have is Snap It Up. It is a word families game. This is really simple. It's played in less than, I think we were playing last week and it was really fast. You separate the deck of cards between how many people are working. We have consonants, and the other set of cards are word families, and you put the words card families down, and you have to make words as fast as you can. And once you make 3, the first time you say snap, the second it up, and then you win that round. So it's a fast game, really easy for the kids that are learning how to read. So this one's really fun. Snap It Up, word families, and this one's about learning resources, age 6 and up. This one next, this was really fun. I played it, when I played this one, my son, we didn't play the way it was supposed to be played because I didn't realize when I bought it that it was for 3 and up players. So there's only 2, so we have to improvise, but it's a fun game. It's called Blurt, and it says the Aurorious Word Race Game. And so this one, it gives you a clue. It has 2 ways that you can play. They have cards. They're easier. It gives you a clue and you have to figure out the word. When you play with the younger kids, you have to write it down, and with the older kids, they blur the word out. I think this game will be fun also for family night, game night. But I played this with my son where if he got it, because it was only the 2 of us, so we'll give him a clue and he will have to tell me what he thought it was, and then he was practicing writing it. And then if he got it wrong, I will move, and I didn't get any of the cards, of the clues, but if he got it wrong, if he didn't spell it right or got it wrong, then I got to move across the board. And if he got it, but it looks kind of like, it looks like this. It's a little board. If you answer, correctly, depending if it's spelled correctly or not, you move spaces. But anyways, it's a pretty fun game. Blurt. And this one is for 7 and up to 3 to 12 players because you can play in teams. Another good for reading, this is for the older kids, just good old, categories. It helps them with spelling, with, vocabulary. So you can play this with not just the cards in here. You can play, categories with anything. You can have fun playing, Christmas, categories. So for different, holidays, but, categories. This one is from, 13 and up. I don't know if there's a junior of these, but this is always good for your older kids. It's good, vocabulary building and spelling. So I recommend we had this game for a while, and I play with my daughter once in a while. So categories is a good game for language arts. Next one I have is in a Pickle. This is the game from Game Right, and this is for the older kids. This is 10 and up. So you get some cards, and you have to put the cards in order depending on what will fit inside of the other thing. So, so if you get a ball and a box, okay, so you can put the ball in the box. So anyway, but this is a fun game, also good, vocabulary, quick thinking. So this is called the older kids. This is called In a Pickle. The what's in a word game. This is from Game Right. I love Game Right games. This is for 2 to 8 players, 2 to 6 players. Next one I have, this one's really fun. It's called Miss Bernard. It's a wild card. So the kids have to, with cards, they have to make some just weird, sentences. But as they make this word sentences, they're practicing nouns and adjectives and verbs. This one's really fun. They have those little cards right here, and they make, you make a sentence. It's called Miss Bernard. It's a wild card. And I have Quiddler. This is for the older kids. I think there might be a junior one. I played this one with my high schooler. This was just a game of words. You have to make words and add points with the with the cards as you make the words. This one is pretty fun. So Quiddler. This one is for, let's see the ages. So it's from 8 to 99, and then it takes about 35 minutes to play 1 to 8 players. I guess if you you can play by yourself and try to make words on your own. So Quiddler. And I have here Bananagram Junior. This is also my first Bananagram. My son really likes this game. So you play, you get 15 cards, 15 tiles, and you make some words, and you have to work to make words with with the tiles that you have. So this one is my son is starting to get it. This is great for spelling and reading. I know they have the regular version of Bananagrams, but this is my first Bananagram. But you can play it as a game like that, making with the 15 tiles, and you can swap them and make words with it. Cannot like Scrabble, but it doesn't have any points, and you can use it to practice a word family. So to practice making words, so it's a fun game. My son really likes this one. This one is Bananagrams. My first Bananagram. So these are the only games that I have that are considered reading games, but there's so much reading that you can do in all the other games. Like today I was playing with the game Camp with my son, and I consider that kind of a science game. We have a lot of nature questions, but there's some fun fact cards in there, and he was reading it. So I counted that, okay, we did science, but we also did reading. And there's so many other games that you can have more than one thing, especially reading. Reading is in almost all the games, but these ones that I have are more specialized, yes, for language arts, but reading almost in all the games that you play with your children, you are gonna get some reading. So if you're doing some game schooling with them, and this is a lot of your homeschool is by by playing games, you are doing so many things. Some games might not be considered a math game, but they have to do some addition to keep up with the points. It might not be considered a reading game, but they have to read a question, or they have to read a fact card, or anything in the card. So there's so much that you're doing with playing games with your children. So don't ever think that you're playing games, you're not doing school. There's so much learning by playing games. So don't forget that, and you can get so many things just for one game. Throw so many subjects into one game. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you share below in the comments which one is your favorite game for language arts. Also, don't forget to watch all the other videos that I will post either on a card, or I'll put them at the end, so you can share the other games for all the other subjects. So if you enjoy, and you should make sure if you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram to do so for more ideas and motivation. I will see you soon. Bye.